Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another deluxe video. So guys, want to see something very stupid? I want to see if Leo can win even one of these battles. Just one of these. Because I gave him this really stupid deck. And by the way, I'm going to make a real deck soon because I have to banish some cards. Yes. I have to banish some cards, but not just any cards. They have to be my opponent's cards. So I put together a deck in 10 minutes just for shits and giggles. So let's see if Leo can win any of these. Because this deck is... You think that I've made atrocities in the past. No, dude, no. This is on another level. Look, I'll show you guys. This is something so terrifying that I think it will be in your nightmares forever. A deck so bad that you can't even believe I created it. Oh my god. Yes, that's right. This deck is horrible. And I give no shits at all. But I'm actually surprised that I would do... Well, that's what magicians say to the game. I mean, I didn't say it was impossible to win. I just said that let's see if he can win in just one of these. Obviously, this isn't a serious deck. I'm not using this for the real deal, but I did want to attempt this, being as ridiculous as it is. And yes, that card is, the card that was just Xyz summoned is the one I'm going to be focused on. And also a different card, but yeah. I'm definitely going to be trying, wow. Well, the deck still sucks. But I'm going to see how many times he can win now. Oh my god. Well, he did win once, so I'm going to let him go around and actually do these. That was hilarious, but I don't believe he actually banished anything. And that's what I'm supposed to be trying to do. Now, if you want to know why, well, I don't know if I should say it, or if I should say that I just love banishing cards. Like, what would sound less ridiculous to you? The fact I want to unlock a character that I don't particularly like or care about. Oh, well, he banished something. He banished something. Wow, I'm surprised. Well, there are cards that can banish in here. Now, let's see, I think it was 300 cards. Yeah, I believe it was something like that I had to banish. But to be honest, I'd like to say that I just like to banish cards. Because the alternative is like, dude, I don't care about this character, but whatever. Okay, so, give me a second. I'm not even going to keep a count of this guy. But yeah, if I banish my opponent's cards 300 times, I do in fact unlock a character. But I kind of don't want to admit that I actually, I don't know, I just have some very disturbed feelings around admitting that I am intentionally going through this process specifically to unlock a character. Yeah, it's like, I mean, sure, I know that I have to unlock. I know there are only a few ways to unlock a character. But this character is so bad that I don't even want to mention his name. He's so bad I couldn't even remember his name correctly. I had to find it on Google. I had to find it on the fandom wiki, and I was embarrassed by the mistake, but also it really drove home how much I hated that guy. It drives home how much I hate him. I mean, sure, I don't like Bones, but his name did stick, so I care more about Bones than this guy. So let that sink in, considering how often I actually don't. I don't like Bones either, but for obvious reasons. Defeat. Well, what else was I expecting? Yeah, what else was I expecting? I certainly wasn't expecting victory like 90% of the time. But it does appear that the deck can win. Which means it's not the worst deck out there, but it's definitely not the kind of deck you play if you're trying to get wins. And like I said, I'm going to make a serious deck later, and hope that this doesn't take as long as I feared. I'm actually considering taking back what I said and keeping track. I don't know. People were like, unlocking Bastion is worse, and I'm like, dude, at least I can admit that I am. Dude, I can say I unlocked Bastion and Luna, and those guys, I mean, sure, they aren't my favorite characters, but I mean, I can say that I was trying to unlock them without needing a barf bag. That is how bad this one character is. Actually, hold on. Let me bring out my specialty. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. My specialty. Yes. Give me a second. Oh my god. I cannot believe I can't even believe I'm looking this guy up. He's trash. He should not be in my history. Oh, and by the way, he's not established as a good person, so, sure, I hate his guts, but I think you're supposed to. Yeah, I think you're supposed to. So, give me a second. Okay, so this guy's name is Trash. I mean Scud. And, he leads a gang. Yeah, he's a gang leader to boot. And he bullies, yeah, this guy is so bad. Okay, so he is abusive, arrogant, and violent. He's sadistic, and he, oh god, he records his, oh my god. Well, he's awful, he's disgusting, and I want, well, I don't know if I should roast him or not, but I mean, if you want to look up Scud, then just go on the fandom wiki for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you'll find him. Scud is awful, and I think that he's so bad. The wiki page basically roasts him for me. That's how bad. So bad. Yeah. I don't particularly want to unlock him. The only reason I'm doing it is because gyms. And also for some reason he was thought to be considered enough. He was considered important enough to add to the game. I can buy someone wanting bones in the game. But this guy, are you for real? Are you for real? Okay, well, whether or not I like it, he's in the game, so I may as well unlock him. And by the way, I'm going to need I'm going to need therapy after I unlock him. Yeah, that's how bad this is. I'm going to need serious therapy. It might take months to recover. And I mean, you think that I could roast a character hard? Oh, how about when I really hate their guts and they have no redeeming qualities whatsoever? I can really roast those guys. I mean, Scott is just... Dude, he's not even... I mean, there are sadistic characters in the series, sure. But Scott is basically the kind of person that could exist in our life. Like, he doesn't do anything that's particularly unusual. He just bullies people. It's ridiculous. It's just, I don't understand. Also, what happens if this person wins? I've got this dumb deck, and, I mean, this is as good a time as any to see her in her arrogant glory. Anyway. Yes, I'm trying to unlock Scud. And I don't know. I just feel like it was easier to unlock Luna and Bastion simply because they are meant to be more likable. They are more likable. That's it. That's all. That's it. Yeah, they're more likable, and you're probably. I mean, hating them isn't why. Why would you hate Luna or Bastion? They weren't created to be hated, but Scud, yeah, he's created for you to hate his guts. I don't really think anyone out there likes him, and if you do, then I'm sorry, but your taste is trash. Unless, of course, you like him because he's trash. In which case, I'm still giving you some very skeptical stares. But, I mean, there's a character out there that pretty much anyone and everyone is going to like at some point. But if you like a character at some point, I have to ask why. Yeah, why? Okay. I don't like telling people that their taste is trash, but Scud is one of those characters where I'm just like, if you like this guy, then I don't know if we can be friends, because I hate this guy so much that there's no getting away from this. Okay, well, I looked up his page to make sure that he was not a good person before trash talking him. And yeah, he's complete garbage. Okay, and then I still have to unlock Rex. And later I have to unlock Duke, but yeah. What? Every time I visit the shop, it's another card I get to deal with. What? That... Hold on a second. Oh my god. No. It's happening. I'm picking at that dialogue. It just happens, okay? It happens to me for some reason. And not even my sentences are perfect. Okay. Okay. And that could have been phrased better. And I wish the translators did translate that better. But whatever, sure. I'm trying to figure out how this works into our personality. She... Okay, every time I visit the card, I get to deal with whatever you... Dude. Well, she looks happy at the very least, but... That is very confusing. That is not proper sentence structure. Now again, my sentences are not perfect, but what the hell is this monstrosity? Nothing I have written is professional, but this was, the person that translated this is a professional on some level. Why is this sentence a thing? I can't read it. I don't grasp it. Okay. Well, I am done picking at her sentence. I mean, obviously, the dialogue probably would be easier to understand if I also knew Japanese, but, in any case, I can't believe that I am annoyed by the phrase. Dude, this is a mobile app. No translation is going to be perfect. But at the same time, I'm still like, sure, but who would translate something for, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, Konami, are you paying these translators? Don't let them starve. Oh my god, seriously, don't. God. Now, obviously, I don't think most people would care. In fact, no one cares. No one cares about how butchered that sentence is except for me. I'm the only one. And I'm probably the only one there that will ever be in existence. But, you know, I did admit that my sentence structure isn't perfect either. But in my defense, I am still not a professional. And also, I would fix my sentences during any revision phase that I got to. I have not yet made it to a revision phase because I have to figure out my story first, and for some reason, I'm struggling to find it. It's like, dude, I can't make up my mind. I don't even know what I'm going to end up with at the end of the day. Maybe I'll figure something out by the end of this decade, because it sure as hell didn't happen last decade. Though I don't think anyone expects a novelist to make anything good in their 20s. I'll admit that. Leo, I'm sorry. Well, to be honest, which level are you? Okay, well, we'll see how superior you really are. I like how Goodwin is a villain, and the worst thing about him when I look at him is the fact he doesn't have a shirt on. Like, dude, this is basically at the same level as Chaz, just in the Supreme King Rises event. It's on the same level as what Chaz said to the Supreme King in that event. This guy did all this horrible shit, and the one thing you care about is his fashion sense. like me talking, like me and, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, oh, what do you say now? What do you say now? What do you say now? You've been beaten into a pulp? You're trash now. And by the way, this is another villain, though. Like, I mean, some people might like a good one. I don't know. Oh my god. I just kicked your ass and you're just... Okay, whatever, dude. Go somewhere you think is good for your health. I don't care. Oh my god. Well, this deck wins more times than expected. I haven't been keeping track of banishes. Just because I'm actually going to be doing this seriously here in a bit. I just wanted to have some fun. For no reason, I just wanted to do this. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to, let's see, what is the best thing I can do? Well, I can do more writing duels. I mean, I don't think I'm being asked to win when I banish anything. So I could technically just go in there, banish as many cards as I can. Try to win, but that's not the main goal. Now the problem I have with going back there is I don't really want to. Anyway, this was just for fun. And this is, I mean, I know I banished at least one card. I wasn't paying as much attention because I know I can just go back and look at this later. I can just go back and look at the footage later. So, I'm not sure when I'll do that, but I mean, by the time I actually do, I'll have this video uploaded. I already have quite the backlog of videos to upload. This video isn't going to be uploaded until I've uploaded all the Turbo Duel videos. Now I think I might go into ranked and do this instead, which is not really something I want to do, but well, you know. 52, wow. Okay, well it's time for me to build a serious deck. And now, as I said, I'm thinking of going into a ranked duel and just banishing monsters while I try to win. And that's pretty much it. So, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this awful deck and make it better. And make it better, pretty much. Now, if all I'm trying to do is banish things, that's not really going to mean a whole lot in the long term. But I think if I go with a rough dark magician type deck, that might work. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take out some of these Pendulum monsters. I mean, most of them aren't that great to begin with. So I don't really need a whole lot of them. I know some of them are decent, I guess. I wouldn't say they suck, but they are definitely not what you want to use. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just taking a look here. Dude, the right Pendulum monster is even... Dude, give me a second. I would like to keep some Pendulum monsters in here. You know, just in case. Yeah, just in case. Pretty much, you know, just in case, yeah. Okay, that is not what I meant to do. No, that is the wrong thing. I meant to set the scales. And I did. Whoa. Okay, I'm curious. I didn't even know the pendulum scale could be 0. So I'm kind of curious what happens if I look for Pinto monsters that can do that. Okay. Stargazer Magician. I don't know. This may not be a great idea. I'm starting to have doubts. Well, like I said, if all I'm trying to do is banish cards, well, I can still do better than this. Surely I can do better than this. Well, wow. Give me a second while I figure out how things are going to go, because this is bad. I don't really know how to do this. I don't have many options. Well, I do have this option over here. Well, I could see what happens when I go into duel. Obviously, it is going to be a dumb duel. I don't really expect it'll be much of a challenge. But to be fair, a challenge isn't exactly where I'm there to... I'm trying to banish cards, so... Well, first off, I know that I'm trying to banish cards, but I may as well have something in the deck, you know, that my opponent is not going to expect. Now, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and, well, I don't know. My opponent could see that coming. I mean, to be real. I've got ancient rules in here, so it's not too much of a surprise. And now I'm going to, give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to look at normal and level 4s. Yeah, pretty much going to see what I get. Okay, so I'm going to have this card. This deck is going to be horrible. Do you know how many losses I'm going to experience when I do this? A lot. I would be surprised if I won at all. But this is the part of the charm. Yes, guys, this is part of the charm. Like, you have no idea what will happen. To be honest, this is so bad. Well, I'm not particularly impressed. Level augmentation. Well, what does it do again? Okay, by revealing. Okay. Okay, well, that's not very helpful, I must admit that. Okay, guys, so are you ready for me to be a wreck in a duel? Yeah, this is probably the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever done. But I'm going to keep doing it, because for some reason, I just can't stop. Alright. Well, I wish I knew how many monsters I've already banished. Let me see what the game does keep track of, besides summons. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay, ranked duel victories. Ranked duel victories, I'm kind of confused how I can have 98 duel victories and whatever. Okay. Tribute special summons. Virtual summons synchro. Wow. Okay, I'm just looking at what they actually do. Okay. Yeah, they really do not keep track of this. They should keep track of pretty much any requirement, but, you know, I guess that wouldn't make it a secret now, would it? Alright, well, I understand. Now give me a second while I prepare myself for this upcoming disaster. I do not apologize for the horrors you're about to see. I do not apologize for basically saying to my opponent that I'm not actually trying to win. I'm just trying to do one thing. Although I'm not going to be trying to lose on purpose, it's just likely to happen, you know? I mean, let's look at my past record, okay? I don't win a lot of these ranked duels. And by the way, I'm just Leo because I feel like he would be the kind of person to be like, I'm going to use this kind of deck just for shits and giggles. Or not, I guess. I don't know. Okay, it's my opponent's turn. And now, even if I was playing with a normal deck, I still assume that I would not be dealing with... I don't think I would win this duel, even if I was playing normally. Okay. Well, he has 2 cards that I can... Well, this is interesting. I'd honestly like to... Give me a second. Yeah, look at this. There is no way in hell. I mean, I know I put the Blue Eyes engine in here, but there's no way in hell. Give me a second. Well, I don't even think my opponent is feeling particularly threatened. I mean, he was going to look at Leo and think he's a threat. Well, to be honest, he's definitely he can be a threat, but if you see him in range, you're probably not going to feel terrified. Especially when your name is Seto Kaiba. If you're playing as Kaiba, you probably know what you're doing. Probably. Yes. I'm sure that I can't be the only person that makes mistakes even as Kaiba. Alright. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't think this is particularly good for me. Just saying. You know, I could banish some monsters of my opponents. Hold on. Give me a second, like, you know, my opponent could karma cut that. Right. I mean, I know I'm no threat. Although I do happen to, I don't know. So, direct attack, there's nothing. Okay, guys, that was pretty much the extent of what I'm willing to deal with. And I guess you guys can see the extent of how much I can handle being stupid. Yeah, not a good time, not a good time. So I'm going to just find a normal deck, slip in a card or two that removes cards from battle, and yeah. That was the most horrifying display. I am never doing that again. Ever. I don't even care that I got Kaiba. I mean, against Kaiba, I mean, I pretty much always lose, but that's not actually the point here. The point is not that I did anything, it's that, well, my deck is bad. I know it's bad, and I chose to go in knowing my deck is horrible. Who does that? Who does that? Apparently I do, but don't worry, I'm not going to do that again. I hope. I really hope I don't, but in case I do, feel free to remind me to not. Okay, I'm going to try this one right here. Now you may be wondering why, but, you know, to be honest, that's a valid question. Why indeed? Well, I want to use something, but, okay, give me a second. I actually typed in the wrong monster name when I typed this, and I was like, I think I'm thinking of the wrong series here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Alright, well, this is card 1, and I think there was another one that I've, oh right, the level 7s. Well, there are level 7s in here, though I'm not sure I should. I don't really think I want to take a bet on being able to do that. Okay, so Grador is the ultimate endgame. Let's see how this works. I mean, it's better than the chaos you just witnessed, so there's at least somewhat of a strategy there. It's just not the greatest out there. At least it's more organized, I think. I find that, yeah, this is preferable, Now, this will probably be the last duel of the video, because I don't know how long I'll be. I don't know if, oh god. Well, anyway, I have no idea if I'll be able to stomach doing this for much longer, because of who I'm trying to unlock, and I can feel the therapy now. Okay. Well, okay. I see. Well, good for you, good for you. I can certainly destroy that monster, but I think I should refrain. Yeah, I think I can destroy it, but, as I said, I think I should refrain. There are worse monsters out there than obnoxious Celtic Guardian. I hope I said that one. I hope I said that right. Celtic? Yeah, I hope that's right. I'm not particularly cultured, so forgive me. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not going to summon anything right this second. Okay, I said that I was going to do something, and I'm just like, do I really want to? Like when I think about it very hard, do I want to? This is madness. This is what it feels like, to experience one of the worst things that can be experienced ever. Give me a second. I'm going to find something. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, I know that wasn't the best monster to choose, but I mean, it takes out half of his life points, even though it's at the cost of having to leave the field. Yeah, that might be all the damage I get to do. I mean, the Shuya doesn't have his skill, but that doesn't mean there is no pendulums in here whatsoever. Alright, dude, stop being obnoxious. I told Celtic Guardian to stop being obnoxious and he didn't listen to me. Okay. Great. That was a terrifying move. I must say that was bad. Okay, that was very... Okay, I think I've shown my damage. I've shown it off too much. Well, to be honest, this isn't really going to get me any results. I mean, I kind of realized it. Alright, here's the problem. I just don't... Give me a second. It might be easier at the gate. Yeah, it might be easier at the gate, you know. I don't have many keys. So, doing that, yeah. Dear Lord, that is useless. That is the most useless thing I've ever seen. But I accept defeat. I mean, the deck didn't do very well what I was. I mean, I wasn't using the deck normally. As far as I'm concerned, it was a wreck how I used it. So absolutely makes sense that I lost this. Definitely makes a lot of sense, and I do not argue with the results. But what I do argue with is how I've chosen to build my deck. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Oh my god. The therapy is, I can already feel the madness sinking in. Like, this isn't as funny as I may be portraying this to be. But you're free to enjoy my suffering if you would like to. Or if you just happen to, well, you know. Do whatever you like. Do whatever you'd like. I'm not going to stop you. Okay. I have no idea how many cards I've removed from play so far. But, I think I'll... people are talking about how Bastion is worse, but I unlocked Bastion, and I do not need therapy because I was trying to unlock him. I might need therapy for needing to deck out, to be near deck. I may need therapy because I needed to be near the point of decking out to do it, but Bastion is otherwise not a character that is painful to admit that I'm unlocking. This character, though, oh god. And you may be wondering how this is worse than some of the other assholes I've unlocked. Well, as I would like to repeat, I would like to remind you that the guy I'm trying to unlock right now has done nothing that is nothing he's done is impossible in real life, as far as what I read. Now I know that I should read everything before I know that I should read everything before I start making claims like that. But, I mean, he was described as very weak. And, yeah, he was described to have a very weak character. And I'm just like, yeah, that isn't going to make the therapy be any faster. And you guys may be wondering if I really need therapy for this. Not really. It's not that bad. But I do think that I will be considering my life choices after I have accomplished this. Yes, I think I'll be questioning quite a lot. I mean, most players probably just unlock him on accident. Or I don't know. I'm sure someone out there can come up with a reason that it isn't that painful to unlock him. But for me specifically, it was like, I feel like my soul has been damaged. You think I'm joking, don't you? Well, I'm sorry, but I am completely serious. The terror is real. The pain is real. I have never been more... Okay, well... by default, whatever I give her next is going to be better. I apologize to everyone for not knowing how to make an accent mark. I could look this up online, but I could just refer to Taya by her Japanese name instead if you prefer. Okay. This is going to be one of the worst things I've ever focused on. Just in general, one of the worst things I've ever focused on. So first off, I need to make sure I have enough strong cards in this deck that can withstand enough attacks. So basically what I am doing now is I'm looking for some good cards. I am trying to find the good ones. The ones that are likely to withstand powerful attacks. So I can banish cards. Now first, I'm going to make every one of them level 4s. And I think Chainsaw Insect might be a good option here. I'm not going to use an extra deck because I don't think I need one. And I'm not going to make too much of a focus on, on the main deck building process. I don't think it needs to be that complicated. Give me a second. Yeah. Anyway, as I've mentioned, I think. Okay, so I think this is enough. I think this is enough. So I'm going to bring in the main character, the main person that I want when doing this. So I don't actually remember what level or what rank they are. I know they are level 8 plus. That's it. Okay, pretty bad memory for a card that I personally selected, and I chose to get this card, and I don't even, okay. That isn't the right card. That is not the right card. That isn't, dude, I already looked at that one. No, oh my god. This is a terrifying display of my memory. Slifer. Gandora, yes. Let's see, I'm going to put 3 of him in the deck, and everything else is going to be spell and traps. Now I do have some traps and spell. I have some cards that can remove things from play as well. So I'm going to look for those. Give me a second. Now I do need cards that can protect me as well. So I have to limit which cards I put in here for removing things from play. But Dimensional Prison is an absolute staple. I definitely need more of these. And preface. And there's this card as well. Alright. Now, give me a second while I... everything else is pretty much going to be a bit standard. Nothing unusual for me, let's be real. Okay. I'm going to do this. Counter gate, I don't need that. Okay. I don't really know which cards to pick, because this isn't really a standard deck. Okay. I don't really need Metamorph in the deck. Yeah, no, it might be easier to just put in traps instead. I mean spells. It might be easier to just stick to spells. Okay, good luck to me, because I might, in fact, need it. Okay, so... enemy controllers. And then these. Yes, these. These are... okay, now I've got some cards in my deck. And now, how do I feel about the deck as a whole? Well, I think it's better than what I had, but I'm not going into ranked with this. Okay. So I wanted to play as Taya. No particular reason why. I just really wanted to play as her. You know, I wonder what cards she can give you if you duel against her. Okay, I would rather not duel a Kaiba. That also includes Mokuba by association. Because he is, in fact, yeah, well, I'm sure you get the idea. Okay. I will duel you, and I hope I win. But above all, may all of your graveyard be banished. Yes, may all of your graveyard be banished. Just all of it. Now I'm using a deck that Teo definitely would not use. Because, I mean, who cares about cannon, right? Okay. I'm going to have to fight at the gate. It's going to be painful. And I'm going to start keeping track of how many cards I banish. Now, I can't keep track of any previous banishes. But I can say that, well, I've seen that I've banished this many. And now I know from recent duels that I've banished cards with Dimensional Prison. And even, I think, this card. But I'm not entirely sure how many I did. So, since I don't know how many cards I banished, I was planning to keep track of that. So let me look at this. Earth, dark, okay. I need to pay very close attention to the elements of the cards that are in his deck. Alright, well, nice. Okay. I drew one of the cards that I drew the main card. The main card. But I haven't drawn it. I haven't really sent enough to the graveyard for it to matter. But when I do the banishing, I'm pretty much going to banish as many cards as possible. And when I heard that someone used this card to unlock the unspeakable horror that... Like, I know... Dude, why did I just activate that? Why? Well, okay. I could banish something. That's nice. Okay, so far I have banished 2 of my opponent's cards. Now if I banish any of my cards, that doesn't count. It only counts if it's my opponent's card. So, yeah, for anyone curious, it has to be my opponent's cards that are banished, not mine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to wait until he has something else, and I have to wait until he has a good amount of cards in his graveyard. And then I can remove it all. I can banish it. Like those cards never existed. It'll be a great memory to share. Yeah, sure. Alright. Yeah. Oh. I have to destroy cards on the field. Well, that's different. Yeah, that's different. Okay, hold on. Actually, yeah. I'm going to have to let the field get full, at least to the best I can. So I completely misread the card and misunderstood it. It's good to understand how to use cards before you put them in your deck. But, okay, I apparently did not show that understanding. My bad. Okay. So, I've got 4... Oh, God. Well, I can banish this card. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to keep track with the counter, yes. With a counter, this is going to be weird. Okay, 5 out of 300. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most wild things I've ever done. So I'm going to change it to attack position and end my turn. And end my turn, yes. I'm going to end my turn. Okay, I'm going to put this card face down. And I end my turn. Yes, that's right, I end my turn. Alright. I see. Well, I'm going to put some cards face down. And then I'm going to normal summon this card. Yes. I am normal summoning this card. And now I'm going to activate his skill. Every card is going to be banished. At least if I understand the text correctly. If I understand the text correctly, then yeah. Alright, so that's 9 out of 300. 9 out of 300. Alright. Now, it will get sent to the graveyard after this. But I believe it is time for this duel to reach its conclusion. It will end soon. It will end very soon. And I do not... Oh, wow. Yuki, you... Are those gadgets? Oh my god, I heard about those, but... It's a weird sight to look at. What? You have never used gadgets at all, Yuki. Are you feeling okay? Oh god. Okay, well, if he wants to use gadgets, I guess I support him. But it's just not something he's known for using. So it's a very strange choice. Okay. It's my turn. I should end it now. Before things get even more weird. Actually, hold on. No, no, I should end it. It is the natural order of things. Things must come to an end eventually. It is only natural. Yes, it is only natural. Alright, now I'm not going to add up the counter just on the spot. I'm just going to take this duel by duel and at the end of the video add everything up. Because I don't really have the patience to add up every single time. Yeah, I've got to. Okay, so how many duels can I realistically do this with? I don't know. I mean, I'm still pretty low on keys. And now there are some more duelists that have spawned. So I can just duel those. Give me a second while I take a short break. So I'll come back with another video soon. For now, this is Lorena signing out and look forward to my next video.